How many of you here on TikTok use the popular Newsbreak app to get your news source? Well, in today's video, I want to show you guys all of the problems with this platform. It's causing issues among my family, and I know that it's probably caused issues among yours. You may not know it, but Newsbreak has been in trouble for years and has been sued time and time again for the news, if you will, that they publish and that they push out. And some of these articles that I'm going to show you guys today is actually probably going to be a little shocking to you guys, because I knew a lot about the issues with Newsbreak. However, there was some things that I discovered today that I was unaware of. So let's get into this video real quick. Now, for years, Newsbreak has been in headlines for things like this, being in trouble for writing fictitious articles and statements. So this one right here, this one says, obviously, most downloaded US news app has Chinese roots and writes fiction using AI. Now, that's the number one complaint that I've heard about Newsbreak and have read about it. Now, like I said a moment ago, there was some things that I uncovered about Newsbreak that I had absolutely no clue about. And it kind of is a little bit more of an eye-opener for me, because now I realize that not only are they using AI to write stories, but they're also doing this. They allow independent people, such as myself, can go on to Newsbreak and write or publish an article. And Newsbreak, from what I have figured out and found, they do absolutely no fact checking. So this person said they posted over 30 articles on Newsbreak, received over 120,000 views, and then their account was terminated without any reason. They wanted to know if they could sue the company. But there's articles all over the place. AI error sparks controversy. Could companies like Newsbreak be held accountable for mental health harm caused by their algorithm? Now, this is a big one, because this was an argument that I just had today with a family member who, she's very old school. She's in her mid-60s. Obviously, computers came out while I was in school, and I'm 45 years old. So I know she was never raised with computers, and she thinks that she is sufficient and self-taught and that she knows what she's talking about. She doesn't understand that algorithms really work against us just as much as they work for us. Where, for this particular individual, she is an absolute diehard liberal. She believes anything and everything that bleeds Democrat has got to be factual, and it's got to be true, and that there's no better breed of anybody out there other than a Democrat. And when you show her things that prove the beliefs that she has is tainted or wrong in a lot of cases, you're wrong, you're an idiot, you're delusional, you've got, mental health problems, whatever the case may be, but she doesn't believe a word you say. And you can show her in black and white, and she still believes that everything is wrong. So this one was an eye-opener for me, along with the fact that independent people can go on to Newsbreak and publish an article. Here's another one where Newsbreak is under scrutiny for spreading misinformation via AI-generated content. Some U.S. lawmakers call for more scrutiny of news app Newsbreak over Chinese origins. The list goes on and on. There was also an article that came out on WGN News about a week ago, and it essentially said something to the effect that they had been doing a lot of research on the app and had determined that a majority, I think they used the term 80%. Actually, let me find it for you. Hold on. Here you go. So I'll go ahead and put this up. I'll move out of the way so you guys can screenshot it. But it says the popular news app Newsbreak is facing renewed criticism after independent media and analysts claim that the platform has been operating with a distinct partisan agenda favoring the Democratic viewpoints. You guys can go ahead and read more of that. There's two more parts to it. Here is the other part to it. Go ahead and screenshot that if you want to read it. And then let's get the last part. So as you can see down here at the very bottom, it says, for now, industry observers suggest readers approach stories circulated via Newsbreak with caution and cross-referencing headlines with multiple sources before jumping to conclusions. They're saying that the claim is that about 80% of the stories displayed on the user's main feed originated from publications traditionally classified as Democratic aligned. So what that means is the app is extremely biased. So for those of you, and let me just be very clear when I say this, I am registered as an independent. I don't agree with Republicans all the time, and I don't agree with Democrats all the time. I think both sides are very petty and very childish, and they do a lot of really stupid shit. And at the end of the day, and I say this all the time, I just put a video out on my YouTube page earlier today, but at the end of the day, a politician is going to get up on stage and they are going to tell you anything and everything that they can tell you to get you to go down to City Hall or to the voters' box and vote for them. That is the point of why they do these elections. They get up there and they tell you what they want you to hear to get your vote. Now, when they get into office, they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do and how they want to do it. And the fact that they promised, this, that, and the third during the elections means absolutely nothing. So, in closing, all I can say is if you guys use the app Newsbreak, please do not rely on anything that you see on that app, because, as this says, 80% of the stories are geared more towards the Democratic aligned agenda than being neutral or showing any favoritism towards the Republican Party. Again, I am an independent. I don't give a damn if you're Republican or Democrat, but what I do care about is that you get your facts straight and you don't spit out fake propaganda to try and get somebody to align with your beliefs. And the other issue that I have, just like with this family member, is if you don't believe, or if I don't believe what you believe, then that shouldn't be a reason for you to sit there and argue with me, belittle me, and think that somehow your high school diploma trumps my high school diploma. Because at the end of the day, neither one of us went to college, neither one of us graduated from college. So I'm no smarter than you are, and you're no smarter than me. The thing is, and this is what this family member keeps throwing up, is I'm older. That don't mean a damn thing. There's a lot of people out there that are old that are ignorant. And you, sweetheart, you're right there with them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a great day. If y'all have the Newsbreak app on your phone, delete it. Get something that actually will give you unbiased information that you guys can make an informed decision on. Have a great day.